Hey guys, welcome to my video. Today is all about oud. I will be talking about some oud fragrances I have in my collection that are more like soft opening ouds to medium and then to more intense ouds. I will be talking about only 7 fragrances today, and I will be hinting at a beautiful fragrance, a cheap fragrance that you can layer with some of these at the end, so stay tuned for that. Before we get to our fragrances, let's find out what oud really is. And oud is formerly known and also known as agarwood. It is a resinous wood that grows from mold on a specific tree called the Aquilaria tree. I've also been told that it grows on different types of species of trees as well. But this is what it is, and it grows over years. It's not something that grows over a year, it grows over years and then goes into an intense process to then make it the scent that it is today, that you'll find in your fragrances today. Before oud got commercial as it is today, it was actually used for spiritual and cultural ceremonies in the Middle East and Southeast Asia too. So it's a very sacred scent, it's a very sacred raw material. And just think about, you know, when you're in church and you have incense and you have frankincense as well, which is also commercial now too, you will have that in the church. This is basically oud as well. Oud was a very sacred scent, and now we have it in like so many fragrances that I'll be talking about today. But let me first talk to you about 2 soft entry oud fragrances that I do have. This fragrance is called Oud Magique. I got this for around £15, I think, from Boots, but I think it was actually on a £10 deal, so I got this for £10. It's a very easy fragrance to work with. This is a nice entry oud. Now, to me, in my opinion, if this is someone that wanted to wear oud but for every day in the office, it won't be too overpowering. It's not going to be something that people are going to choke over. This is a good fragrance to start off with, yeah, to introduce oud into your catalogue of fragrances. Now, I do think it has more of a masculine scent, but I do use this personally, and it gives me more like a cologne type of oud, and I kind of like that. I'm going to put all the raw materials on this side here of what it is, but when I was researching the raw materials, some places were saying it didn't have oud, some places said it did have oud. So that was like, what is in here? Now, in terms of longevity, you're going to get a solid 3 to 4 hours of this. So this is definitely a fragrance that you will need to top up during the day. But like I said, because it's such a nice welcoming oud, it's not going to be something that is like, oh, you sprayed it again. It's going to be something that's like, oh, okay, that's nice, I like it. But I would definitely put this under more like a cologne oud instead of an intense oud. So I would recommend this. For its price, it's quite good. It doesn't touch camera or none of them thing there, but for its price is really good. And if you're just introducing yourself to oud, or if you're someone younger that wants to wear oud as well, I think this is a perfect fragrance for you. My second soft entrance into oud is this fragrance called Oud 24 Hours. I got this as a gift actually, but it's very affordable. I think I saw they could get this and the spray for like 15 to 20 pounds, but I'll put that information on the side here and what's inside here. Now, this is another soft entrance into oud, and this is definitely something that I would say is a little bit more of a nighttime fragrance compared to what I just introduced to you. This is a little bit more silky and smoother. Now, you're going to feel like it starts off intense, but it's something that will definitely soften over time, and that's why I put it under my entrance instead of into the middle section of my oud fragrances. This is definitely a unisex fragrance, so that's one thing I do like because it's open to everybody and you get quite a lot. It's 100 milliliters, and oud perfume, I would definitely recommend you to use this more in the evening than in daytime, but I also say that this is not an overpowering oud. Now, I know you can see in the raw materials what's in there, and it'll make you understand why it's soft oud, but for the price of this, you get quite a good bang for your buck, in my opinion. This doesn't smell like the price that it is. It gives you a scent that's more on the £40–50 price range. And it lasts a lot longer to me than the last fragrance I introduced, the Creation and Mist. But again, it's around 5 hours and then you may need to top up. So this is something that you may need to spray again twice. But please be careful not to spray like it so much, because this is something that could eventually be overpowering once sprayed too much. So these two are my soft opening oud fragrances. I recommend you try this. For the price that they are, it's a risk that I think quite a few people are willing to take, and I don't think you'll regret it. So now we're going to get into my medium oud fragrances. Again, I have quite a few more oud fragrances, but I didn't want to put all of it into this video because I didn't want to make this video too long. I'm going to introduce my first medium fragrance, which will be Facral Oud Perfume 100ml. And this fragrance right here, I got it for £30 off Amazon. It's a really good fragrance. I love this fragrance. Now, it's a fragrance that I would say use sparingly. Do not overspray this fragrance. I actually have a bad memory with this fragrance, unfortunately. When I first bought this fragrance and I bought it for someone else that was close to me, I didn't know I was pregnant at the time, but when I was going through my first trimester, this was making me feel absolutely sick. So this is a fragrance, if you overspray this, it could actually irritate the people around you, but it is such a silky, smooth oud, and it feels like you are enveloping the Middle Eastern culture. For the price that you get, this is a good representation of fragrances I've smelled from the Middle East, fragrances I've smelled from Middle East people that I've been around. It's a beautiful fragrance. I do also think this is a great base layer for a fragrance that you want to mix with something smoother, something more fresh and something more floral to give more personality to this. I will say this is a unisex but more leading to a men's fragrance because I've actually bought this for 2 guys because they love this fragrance. So I do feel like men warm to this fragrance more than women. I've had more compliments from men about this fragrance than I have from women. But it's a trustworthy fragrance to go for its price, and I do like this fragrance. I've had this for 4 years now, and it's something that I go to for special occasions. It's not something I use every day. This cannot be used as an everyday fragrance, guys, just to let you know. It's more of an evening fragrance, just in case. My second medium entry in terms of oud, the power of oud in the fragrance, my second one will be from Louis Vuitton Sable Rose. This used to be my favorite fragrance. Like, this used to be my #1 oud fragrance, but it's been knocked off by another oud fragrance that I will mention in another video to come, which will be my favorite fragrances in my collection. This has a beautiful mix of Turkish rose, Bulgarian rose, and oud inside here, and it is a very, in my opinion, although it's been advertised as unisex, I feel like it's very feminine leading, but can be masculine if mixed with the right fragrance as well. Now, one thing I will say, I don't know if you've noticed that there's a gold theme going on with a lot of our bottles, because they do say oud is the liquid gold in the perfume industry. It's actually a very expensive raw material, so that's why you will see gold on a lot of the bottles that has oud. But this fragrance is such a beautiful, soft but long-lasting oud fragrance. I love the fact that they've made this a floral interpretation of what oud could be like when you add certain things and take the time to soften oud. Because if you smell raw oud, it can be quite a powerful scent. It could be something that's a bit like, ooh, what is that? But this one here is a beautiful way to just feminize and beautify oud even more, you know? I love this fragrance. I use this daytime, nighttime. It's like smelling a bouquet of flowers that will never die. And that's what I love about this. It's so floral, but it's not like old ladies' seat, old lady's house, old lady's sofa floral. It's like a nice, young, fresh floral that I think, to me, this is timeless. This is a timeless fragrance, and I love it so much. But this is, to me, I could wear this daytime, nighttime, anything. Like, I would wear this, and it's not something I feel like I need to layer because it feels like an oud fragrance that's been layered. So to me, this is a must go to if you're looking for a nice medium oud fragrance that is not overpowering and not too soft too. This lasts all day. You do not need to respray over time. No, this is going to give you a solid 8 hours, so you are fine. And my last medium oud fragrance would be by Christian Dior, Oud Rosewood. Now, I've had this fragrance, let me show you. I've had this fragrance for like 4 years. Yeah, 4 years. I've only used this much. because I just don't want it to go up. Me now want it to go. I love this fragrance. Again, like Sable Rose, it's a nice floral take on oud, but this is a little bit more intense. This is gonna give you that that punch that you need. To me, as you could use the Sable Rose for daytime, this is for me evening only, and it is such a sultry fragrance. It is a sensual fragrance. It is gorgeous. It's mysterious. It has mystique to it because the oud punches through a little bit more intense than in the Sable Rose, but it has that beautiful delicacy. Is it delicacy I can say? But delicate note because you have some roses in here. So it's so gorgeous. It's crazy because they have similar raw materials, but this is like a nice, more developed, in my opinion, and just a bit more. I was born to this. No, I'm not new to this. I grew into this. Or I'm not new to this. I grew in this. It's giving me that. It's such a beautiful fragrance, and it's definitely for someone who's a little bit more well versed in oud, and it's not like your first time buying oud, because I think you might feel like, ooh, what is this? But it's a very nice fragrance. I will definitely recommend this to men and women. This is giving unisex for sure. I love this fragrance down to the point that I'm actually going to spray it on myself. And you will get a good 8 hours out of this for sure. This is not a fragrance that, did I just hit my mic? This is not a fragrance that you will have to top up again. And for the price, I shouldn't have to. But this is definitely a fragrance that will last you 8 hours as well, all night. No, all night. Now I'm going to get into my last two intense oud fragrances, and I'm going to be mentioning the same brands I just mentioned prior, and that will be Louis Vuitton Nouveau Monde. Now I will be doing a video very soon about dark horses that I have in my collection, and this could be like one of the top dark horses I have. I don't see many people talking about this. When it comes down to oud and Louis Vuitton, I know people are talking about Ombre Nomade. I do have it too. I mentioned it in a previous video that you'll see over here, so I didn't want to mention it again. But this is an intense oud that's mixed with cacao, and guys, when I tell you, oh baby, this is one of my favorite ouds that I have. I love this fragrance. It is part of the men's collection, but to me, scent doesn't really have a gender, so this is definitely only evening and cold weather fragrances. It has this warmth to it because of the chocolate. It has warmth to it, and it just makes it feel like you could drink this oud. It is such a mature scent. It's not something I would recommend to like people in their early 20s. You know, it's not something that I would recommend you wearing to the office as well, unless you spray it like just 1, 2 on the neck and that's it. But this is a mature scent. It is gorgeous. I don't see many people talking about this, but I love this fragrance. Damn! You will get 8 hours for sure, if not more. And yeah, I love this oud. Like, and my last intense oud fragrance I have from my collection will be by Christian Dior, Oud Ispahan. Here we go, guys. This right here was an absolute blind buy. I bought it because my friend was like, it's so good, it's so good, it's so good. So I bought it. And I was like, yeah, okay, I trust him because he's like a fragrance connoisseur, kind of. So I was like, I trust him and he always smells good, so let me get this. This is definitely for people who are lovers of oud, know how to use oud, know how to blend oud, know how to wear it, know the times to wear it, the seasons to wear it, and just, you know, just the right time for it. They just know the right occasion to wear this, because this is a powerful fragrance in a powerful bottle. When I used to work in Selfridges, there were so many Middle Eastern clients that would come on holiday and they will smell just like this. People are gonna smell you before you come. People are gonna smell you long after you've left. It's a gorgeous fragrance, but it's not for someone that's like, who gets, I wouldn't say it's a fragrance for someone who likes more floral, softer approaches to oud. This is for someone who's like, I love oud, give me oud with a punch, give me oud that's a bit masculine, give me oud that's a bit intense. This is this fragrance. This is definitely a recommended fragrance if you like intense oud that will last you 10 hours plus. this is it. If you want to smell like the Middle East, this is a good fragrance to start off with if you wanted to. This is gorgeous. In my opinion, it took time for me to warm up to it because I wasn't ready for it when I bought it. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready at all. I was like, what is this? This is too much. This is too manly. But over time, I love it. And sometimes I actually blend it with the Oud Rosewood and chef's kiss. But this is a beautiful fragrance. The price point, of course, for the price point, you would expect nothing less than, you know, top tip. You know what I'm saying? But it's not something I would say just leap into. Go in there, try it, spray it on yourself, give it a day or two. Can you still smell it? Do you like it as it matures over time? Do you know what I mean? Like, this is a fragrance I would say once you have relaxed in Oud and you're like, me need something with a punch, go for this. This is my strongest Oud when I'm trying to make the biggest statement I need to. When you want to smell like money, I see it. When you want to smell like money, go for this, okay? So those are the 7 Oud fragrances I wanted to mention today because they have like a nice soft entrance, a middle entrance, and then you have the more intense ones too. But now let's get into the affordable fragrance that can turn some of these Oud fragrances just up a notch. And if you stayed to this part, guys, I really appreciate you, mate. I appreciate ya. This is by Al Rahab, I believe, French Coffee. This is, I got this for like £7. Now at the beginning it might smell a bit synthetic, but when you give it a month or two to chill, and this has been chilling for 3 months, I just found it again today. It just smells creamy. It smells gorgeous, and I have been waiting for certain brands to release an Oud fragrance that has a coffee note to it, because I just think, you know, if you can do a chocolate note, if you can do this note and that note, coffee should be your next option. Come on. It's actually funny because coffee actually clears your palate when you're smelling fragrances. So those that are going out spraying fragrances and you might get a headache, please smell some coffee beans or coffee and it will clear your palate. So this lasts me a good like 3 hours, and it does quite, in my opinion, it becomes a skin scent quite quickly, but you can mix this with a lot of the Oud fragrances I mentioned today and it will turn it up a notch. Earlier today I sprayed some Oud Isfahan and I sprayed this on top. I layered it with French coffee, and guys, thank me later. If you have this and you have this, try it. Try it and let me know, because it's so creamy and so rich in its scent, it is gorgeous. It brings the heat from the Oud Isfahan and it just is a beautiful marriage. And I'm so happy I discovered this. I may not be the first one to discover it, but in my yard, in my house, I am the first one to discover it. So, you know, tick for me. But I love these two together. You can obviously mix it as well with Ombre Nomad. You can actually lay this with Ombre Nomad. You can lay it with the Nouveau Monde because it has the cacao already. You can lay this with so many ouds, but practice because you need to get your ratios right, yeah? And remember, this does turn into a skin scent over time. So the best places to mix it will be on your neck when people hug you, brother. I'm sorry, I'm so gassed. But when people hug you. So this is my secret, which is no longer a secret because I've just published this, but this is my secret addition to my Oud fragrances because it takes it from level 10 to level, oh yeah! So guys, please comment, like, subscribe. I do have fragrance videos coming up soon, and I will see you in my next video.